Hey, what's up everybody? This is the Roy, and I want to do a video on my March budget. I'm going to show you what I am budgeting my money for, how I am budgeting my money, which paycheck the money comes out of. These are the actual numbers of what I owe, where my money is going, and a rough estimate of how much I get paid each paycheck. So stick around and see how this is done. Hey, what's up everybody? This is the Roy and welcome to my channel, 40 and Broke, where we're all about getting out of debt, saving, investing, and getting our finances under control so we can live the life we've always dreamed of. I'm going to show you my March budget. I'm going to show you step by step what I am doing, how I am doing it, and I have it all put out on a calendar so that it is written down and I can see what it is. Big letters, big calendar. That way I know this is when this comes out. This is when you know the money on this. This is when you have money on that. That way it's fresh in my mind. I'm seeing it right there, and I know what needs to be done. So before we go, I ask that you give this video a big thumbs up for that YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel down below and hit that notification so that you can get notified of any future videos that I put out. So, alright, without further ado, let's jump right into this budget. So I don't know how well you can see this, but right here on the first, it's showing that my mortgage and my M1 is coming out. So my mortgage is $625, my M1 is $30. I already have money budgeted, set aside for this from my previous check that I had been paid on, it looks like the 19th. So the money for that's already set aside. If you look here, Friday, March 5th, I will be getting paid and I will have $1,600. I always assume $1,600 because that's about what I make. Although I usually make a little over $1,600, but I just budget for $1,600. Anything other than that is extra. I'll keep that in my account as a buffer. So what I have there is $600 that I sent back to my wife Amy, that she can pay bills that she pays, like electricity and stuff like that. Pay the utility bill. She'll take care of showers, stuff like that. Money that I send to her. Number $100. That's a loan that I have that's used $100 and some change. The payoff is I try to keep it to around so that it's around 50 or 100 or whatever, you know. 1752 on it. No, sorry. Amy dollars on it. So now it's down to 17. So I'll probably put $132 and the 26 cents on it, and $1,600 on it. I had $50 for gas, and I have Hulu. So that's $15. That money will all come out of that check. That's stuff that I'll set aside. I will, if you look over here at the 8th, I really need a pointer because standing up and sitting down is not working that great, but over here, that's a roof. So that's the loan that I got for my metal roof. That's $280. That'll be coming out on the 8th. Now I have money set aside for that also, and I have at least half of it. So I'll just have to set aside $140. And then on the 13th is my AT&T, which is, that's a misprint. That says $35, but it's supposed to be $45. I messed that up. I'll have to change that. I do have money set aside for that, but like I said in my last video, I don't like dipping into my monthly bills. I want to keep those so that they're 3 months ahead, and I'll try to use all the money that comes out of this paycheck here from the 5th to pay for that. And then the 15th, I have another M1 that comes out, because that always comes out after I get paid. And then that's another $30 because I put $30 in it every 2 weeks, so $60 a month. I know it's not a lot, but I'm paying off debt right now, so I do what I want. I do what I do. And then I have my Kindle Unlimited. That's $10. $100 for my credit card. That's coming out because I've made a few purchases on it, so it's gotten up there a little bit. Like I said, I have most of the money set aside for all of these bills already. I just don't like touching it, and that's why I use what's in my paycheck. So then on the 19th, I get paid again, another $1,600. And like I said, whatever extra change is there, like if it's maybe $1,643, then that $43 will be a buffer. I might use it to set aside some in my emergency fund, stuff like that. Once again, Amy will get $600. I'll put another $100 and some change towards the camper. My gas will have another $50. On the 24th, my phone bill will come out. That's $50 because I just have a Straight Talk Walmart special, unlimited everything, $50 a month. Can't really beat it. 28th down here, my car insurance comes out. That'll be $160. And as you see, that second check, how I said the first check usually really didn't have a whole lot of money coming out of it. And it was always the second check that had the big bills, because you don't see it, but down here, which is going to be April 1st, that mortgage is coming out, and I'm going to have that M1 coming out again also. And that would be here on the 29th. I forgot that one, so I'll have to write that down. So that's another $30 for M1 that's coming out. Those are basically my bills. So that's how I do that. What I do is I've got the money set aside. So now if I didn't have the money set aside, I would take these bills that I knew had to come here. I would set aside the money for them. And then any money that was left over from that first paycheck, I would put towards these bills, the big bills that had to come out in my second paycheck, which is my insurance, my mortgage, stuff like that. Them are all the big bills. And I can always cut back on that camper payment because it doesn't need, $200 and some change a month. That's just because I want to get it paid off. Over here on the left-hand side, on the top, it says emergency fund. This means in my emergency fund right now I have $223.45. These are all my sinking funds over here. And it's at the top it says first and then 31st. So that means the first of the month and the last day of the month. This way I know what's in there and what's not in there. Or what's in there at the beginning of the month and what's in there at the end of the month. Sorry. So my emergency fund has $223.45. Propane has $261.02. Beef, because we buy a quarter of a steer every year, that's got $106.53 in it. Holidays, I've not put anything in that lately, so that's only got $1.95, but I do have $100 in cash set aside that I can put in there. Fair has $100.06. Miscellaneous, $125.03, and miscellaneous is just anything we do. Like, I want to start doing like date nights and stuff like that, and next year we'll be going to see Celtic Woman in concert, so part of that will go to that. I have my mortgage on there, and above that is my percentage interest rate, which is 4.375%. So at the first of this month, I owed $67,730.82 on my house. I'm only making the basic minimum payment. I think I pay like $1 extra on the principal. So I'm not making any extra payments towards it just yet. So then there's my camper right there at 9% and that's the one. It says 1752 there, but it's 32. My credit, which has 9%, I believe, or an 8.2, either 8.29 or 8.92. I owe $5,037.08 on that. I'm getting the camper paid off first, and that's the one I want to get off just because it's a smaller loan, and then I'll be going to the credit card. So then the wife's Jeep, which is at 3.24%, and that we owe $6,211.50. She may have made a payment today. I'm not sure yet. So that's right around, you know, a little over $6,000. That'll be one we get taken off. Now, roof, that doesn't have anything on it because that's with a different credit union. That loan is with a different credit union. It's a little over 8%, and that was a $15,000 loan, and I just started paying on it, maybe 4 payments. So if it's not even under 14,000 yet. It's probably barely under 15,000. That's it. That's my budget right there. And then any money that I have left over, I put into my emergency fund. I try to keep my account at a 0 or a 5, like I've said before in my how to save videos. So if I have like that says, if I had 223, I would round that down to 220, and I'd put the $3 into my emergency fund. It slowly builds it up. Like I said, right now, since I have so much money ahead on my other bills, I haven't been too worried about my emergency fund. But like I said, I do want to get it built back up to where it's at least $1,000 in it. That just makes me feel more comfortable. There we go. That's my budget. Those are my actual numbers. You know, I make $1,600 every 2 weeks. I know that's pretty high for some people, and you know, I've worked my way up to that. It's taken me a long time to get there. I'm just trying to get those bills paid down. I can get that mortgage paid off. Start investing than and just that $60 a month or whatever. There it is. There it is. Alright everybody, so that's my monthly budget. That's what I do. That's how I take the money out of my account and put it aside for other bills. I think what I'm going to start doing is color coding everything. I seen that in another budget one time, and they color coded it, and so say the red ink came out of the first paycheck, you know, black ink came out of the second paycheck, and you know, whatever like that. So I'm going to try that, and I'm going to see how that works too. So tell me what you think. Do you like the fact that I have made my budget like this, and I'm showing you what my actual numbers are, what it's taken me to get my stuff paid off, and that way you can see it? Like I said, just tell me what you think. And before you go, once again, give me a big thumbs up for that YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel down below. Look in the description and check out some of those other YouTubers that I have their links to down below, and give them a shout out. You know, go check them out. And like I said, just let me know what you think about budgets like this. And alright everybody, have a good day.